the startup company that we have here at Duet Health in Columbus is actually we have angel seed money and funding, but we don't have venture capitalists backing right now. We're looking at that, but we get our income from making apps for clients. So hospital systems like Ohio Health Hospital System, we make apps for them. Nationwide Children's Hospital, where I previously was. We're also making apps for Up to Date. We also make apps for the City of Columbus and Ohio State. But that's how we actually are in business. And then we use the Endo Goddess app as an entrepreneurial kind of venture to say, this is the way we would like healthcare to be. Nobody paid us to do this. And in fact, right now the charge is 99 cents, and we'll probably be taking that off pretty soon just to encourage more users. It was just to kind of help us get through the initial licensing fees with Apple and Android. It doesn't really do anything more than that. It just helps us to that extent.
Yeah, I mean that kind of bridges to our next big topic. On the line with us, we have Dr. Jennifer Dyer, Chief Medical Officer at Duet Health, and also Endo Goddess on Twitter. And I do want to get into this, physician entrepreneur that you've, life that you've taken on. And I know you and I have talked about that in the past, and you were working, but now that you are kind of in full entrepreneur mode, you're going all the way back to the development of this app, partnering with a company in Columbus. It's a very exciting thing. But when you were going through that kind of decision process, as far as I'm seeing patients, I'm in academics. For people people like me or especially physicians out there who are thinking of saying, hey, I really want to try to catch this wave of technology and social media. Can you share a little bit about kind of your thought process back then as far as taking that leap of faith and going into technology and being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, it's something that was kind of burning in me for a while, but it ultimately is a totally passionate aspect that I just really know that this is the right way to make diabetes better. And I did not feel that the academic atmosphere for research, I was trying to make it work, but it was becoming a bit difficult to make it work. Because of conflicts of interest.
And meaning like trying to balance it all together?
Yeah, and, just things are just really slow in academics. And the aspect when I went to South by Southwest and just in the technology field in general, things change really fast. I mean, in 6 months, there could be huge changes with BlackBerry. There just can be really rapid changes that go on in the technology field that whatever you were talking about 6 months later, that going through all of the different kind of administrative issues in academics, it just so was not matching up in a way that I could, in my people-pleasing way, make work. And I felt constant conflict about it until the point came when I went to South by Southwest, and I really realized that when I was surrounded by a lot of other, by venture capitalists, by, other people even outside of healthcare that have really started successful businesses in the technology sector, and here is this idea that I know, I just know it works, and it's working, and my patients kept asking me, Dr. Dyer, why can't I have this? Why can't I have it now? And I just got to a point where I said, I got to get this to you now. And the way to get it to you now is to get it into the Apple Store, get it into the Android Store so you can download it. And so I took a leap of faith in the sense that I just know that this is the right thing to do and made a lot of financial changes. But I will tell you that I really do miss seeing patients. So I haven't been seeing patients for about 6 months, and I am actually this week interviewing with a primary care community health clinic in rural medicine, just to help with an obesity clinic. one day a week or in a part-time kind of way, because I'm really excited about all of the federally supported health IT technology opportunities that go along with rural health. And I just think that as a pediatric endocrinologist, where obesity is skyrocketing and diabetes is skyrocketing, I just can't help but feel that I need to be contributing to making it better, at least one day a week while I do all of my other entrepreneurial things.
But I mean, that still
So
had
that
to
is
be
new, cutting edge news.
breaking news here on the show tonight. So make sure everybody in the chat room, make sure you quote that and get my show in there as well.
Yeah.
But I would imagine, Jen, that I mean it's that I mean it has been a tough process. I mean it's and probably a lot of sleepless nights saying, hey, is this thing going to go, or this thing going to sell, or this thing going to be done on time? Are there things that you've kind of learned about yourself during this process? I mean, it's got to be just like a whole overwhelming thing to go
Well,
in head first.
I'm really purely, in my mind, I still feel like I'm an academic researcher. And a lot of the way that I feel is exactly the way I felt as an academic researcher, trying to get funding to secure your salary with your research and getting grants and you never have, when you're a researcher, you only know kind of what your existence is like year to year, and you're running a business by supporting the salary of the people that work in your lab, by the grants that you get. And so, and by showcasing the innovative ideas that you have for scientific research. So at least because, your experience shades the way you see things, that's the way I see things. And it's ironic that it really doesn't feel very different. And in fact, just having gotten back from the Care Innovation Summit in D.C., they had a lot of really exciting innovation challenges where they're providing lots of opportunities for funding. And it really reminds me a lot of the grant process, but it's a lot simpler in the sense that things are not in the traditional NIH format, but even the NIH format has gotten a lot simpler with the online applications. And I did actually talk to a cancer, one of the NIH cancer program officers that was talking about how that small business grants are actually, through the NIH, something that they're really encouraging people like myself that are physician entrepreneurs to really start trying to apply for those, versus the kind of traditional R01 grants that people do in academics. That it just seems that there's so much change going on in medicine that's at least one thing that I'm noticing from my academic background.
There's a question that if you were going to South by Southwest, I know you're going to be going. Are you going to be presenting? Are you on a panel there this year, or?
No, I did not get selected on a panel this year, but I'm definitely going and participating in all the wild fun that goes along with South by Southwest. And a lot of things are kind of organic, I think, about how events happen around those dates. So I don't even know what things are going on yet.
Yeah, that's on my geek bucket list. But I imagine when you go there, I mean, you're doing a lot of pitching. I mean, you're finding anybody who will talk to you, venture capitalist people, anybody with money. You're saying, hey, this is my app, and I mean, is that kind of what goes on at those type of conferences?
Yeah, I mean, you're selling yourself. I mean, it's a lot of sales, but it's networking and. I think that it's really exciting to meet people in real life that you talk to on social media platforms, and that's just a really great venue to do that in.
Cool. I mean, this will be, your third year? Because I know you went last year. Did you go the year before? Or?
I didn't go the year before. So last year was my first year.
Okay. I mean, because I know, coming out of that meeting last year, I mean, your eyes were just
because you were
going
to go last year.
I was going to go, and then I ditched you, but
yeah.
Sorry about that.
So I'm going to hold you to it on that bucket list.